god, oh my god, bro, I'm so freaking hyped. Oh man, dude, I got a crazy update for my prediction of Princess Shaddolls. It's not even that anymore. It's just lit. Bro, it's totally lit. I'm so happy with the release of this Link Monster. Some people said, oh, this card's boo-boo. Oh, it's not good. It's like, oh, it's not as good as Helix is. I don't know what you're talking about, fam. This card is freaking mad insane. Oh my god. Behemoth Venus is so insane for any Prediction Princess variant because she can just combo off so well with the secondary effect when the monsters flip to search. Just so much that this deck can do now with this card, especially with Shaddolls. Oh my god. Send a Shaddoll effect, then special something from hand. It fixes so many problems. Oh my god, just this card alone made me so excited. I pulled 2 of them in my Code of the Duelist packs. I mean, not my Code of the Duelist, my Circuit Breakers. But the main deck even went through some changes. Now we're playing Invokes in this. Oh, bro. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Let's hop right into this main deck. If you guys didn't know, this is an update on my Prediction Princess Shaddolls. One of my top 5 favorite decks that I would never trade or sell in a lifetime. It's way too fun and broken, and its potential to be competitive is insane. Alright, so we're playing 3 copies of Terra Tray. One of my favorite rituals of all time. She's just steroid for flip effects. Literally. One of the problems that this deck has is that because you're playing the Shaddolls and because you're playing the Enablers, you have so many normal summons. She fixes that problem because it also, in addition to your ritual summoning, tributing your Shaddolls, triggering all of their effects, picking whatever chain links you want, she can special flip effect monsters from your hand, which is really relevant. Because if you couldn't get enough on field, she allows you to extend during your end phase. Every end phase. She's just she's too broken. She disrupts your opponent a lot, but the best way to use her is actually with the Pot of the Forbidden. What you want to do is just flip him on your opponent's turn using her, and you can take something relevant from your opponent's hand. You can just Raigeki the field. You can bounce all of their spells and traps during the end phase. Just flip him, bounce. You don't have to worry about strikes or anything like that for that turn. I mean, for your next turn. And then he has an insane effect, which I actually use the most, is draw 2 cards. So we're playing 3 Terra Tray in 1 pot. My other variation actually played 2 pots. I had to cut one of the pots for consistency purposes. I was playing him at 2 because I actually liked seeing him in certain opening hands just to tribute him off for Terra Tray. But then again, you have to think of we're playing Spirit of the Fallwind, which searches him. So these are my main deck bosses, which I find this deck to be insane because even before I got Link monsters for this deck, it was fine in Link format because it was mostly just focused on the main deck. So we're playing the 4 bosses. Terra Tray, oh my god, bro, she's insane. She's way too lit. Way too lit, fam. There's no reason why this card should be legal. That's just my opinion. Then we're playing 2 copies of Mr. Crowley. He's quite abusive because you can actually extend your plays with him in Prediction Princess Terra Tray because you can set him face down and then flip him again and use this effect to search again, which is pretty nice. It's something that could come up, but you don't have to. And then we also play 2 copies of Spirit of the Fallwind. I wish I could play her at 3. Too many normal summons in the deck. Too many. Way too many. And I also had to cut one for the Magical Meltdown. Because I literally had to cut 5 cards to add in the Meltdown, Alistair, and the Invocation. Then we're playing 2 copies of Core Norma. These cards were both at 3 originally in my previous list. But, like I said, for consistency purposes and for making space for certain engines, we had to cut these cards down. I should have said in the title, I'm sorry, this is actually Prediction Princess Shaddoll Invoked Spellbooks. Pretty nice. A lot of engines that all cooperate perfectly together. So this is your Earth attribute, this is your Light attribute, this is your Dark, this is your Wind. The attributes matter in this deck because for the Invoke fusions, you need certain attributes, and for Shaddoll fusions, attributes matter in this deck. And then we're also playing the 1 Blue Boy. Too many normal summons, like I said, so you really can't afford to play more of him, although you can get away with that in this deck. Because particularly, you're only really going to be normal summoning these guys right here, and that's already too many. The Shaddolls all technically are normal summons, but you always use them for your fusion outlets, whether it's Invocation or Shaddoll Fusion, or if it's just tributing them for your ritual summon of Terra Tray. That's one of the most broken ways to summon Terra Tray. If you trigger a bunch of Shaddoll effects, for example, Tribute, Beast, Hedgehog, and then Falco, you can just put your chain links however you want, get a bunch of advantage in addition to dropping your Terra Tray. It's pretty insane. And he also can be abused with Terra Tray because his effect activates when he's flip face up, so you can extend your plays with him as well. It's pretty nice. And moving forward to these Shaddolls, we play 2 copies of Hedgehog, 2 copies of Shaddoll Beast, 2 Squamata, 2 Falco, and 1 Dragon. A very, very standard lineup of Shaddolls. I actually played 3 Beasts and 3 Hedgehog in my previous list. I really wanted to find space to at least fit 3 Hedgehog, but now with access to Behemoth Venus, Dude, you can utility anything you need out of your deck. It's pretty insane. Like, oh my god, you have access to everything now. Like this card is insane. Its effect, although some could say, oh, that's bad to special from hand, that's good in this deck. I just said in the beginning of the video, you really need a special summon from hand because you have so much like clogged up normal summons. This and Terra Tray free that up and allow you to get more field presence and just pop those combos off. Get those shenanigans, boy. So that's pretty much going to be the monster lineup. The Shaddolls, everybody should know what Shaddolls do by now, so I really don't think I should explain that part of the deck. But for the most part, the Blue Boy, the one, it is typically a standard thing, but what I did want to do is actually play 2 in this list and 3 secrets. But in order to fit the Invoked engine, and also I'm playing Pot of Desires in this list, I chose to just not play 2 Blue Boys and 3 secrets and just do the 2-2-1 ratio. And of course, you know, the Coin Norma, wish I could play her at 3, because she's instant access to Pot of the Forbidden. So in technical terms, you're playing 5 Pots of the Forbidden. This searches him and this specials him from deck. So even though you're playing 1, you do see him very, very often in this list. Really, really nice. And of course, you know, the Alistairs, insane. Terra Tray, arguably the best monster of this deck. Like, if you can get a field with just Terra Tray and Winda, that alone is just so powerful because they can special summon once and you can just book a moon it and that's it. They're done. They're done for the turn. And it's just so much harder to out the Winda because you can protect Winda with your Terra Tray, in addition to Winda already unable to be destroyed by card effects, which is insane. Because the problem in the past with Winda is they could just special summon a monster that's big enough to attack over her, they out her, and then keep specialing. But with this, you book the monster that they special. They can't flip it because it was summoned that turn, and they can't attack over Winda. So this is just... Terra Tray Winda's insane. And now with the Link mechanic, you can actually do Terra Tray Calamities Winda, which is freaking bad crap insane. Terra Tray Calamities Winda, oh my god, GG no re. It's too good. For the spells, we're playing the preps, 3 copies of pre-prep, my favorite spell in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We play 3 allures. This is also a great extender if your invocation happens to get if they chain dimensional barrier to your invocation gets sent to the graveyard, you can just use Allure of Darkness to banish your Alistair from hand after drawing 2 cards. Then you can still put invocation back. So Allure kind of helps you to extend your plays in addition to being drawn, because there is that offset chance that your opponent chains Solemn Warning or Dimensional Barrier to your invocation and then it can't go off. It goes to grave. You can't recycle it because there's no banished Alistairs. But if you can search an Alistair via Terraforming, Magical Meltdown, or 2 that you play 2 you draw, you just play your Allure of Darkness, banish them away, and get a technical +3, which is pretty nice. Well, I'm sorry, actually a technical +1. So 3 allures, the 3 pre-preps, and then we're playing 2 meltdowns, and also 2 Ritual Sanctuary. Oh my god, bro. This deck is like the spiciest Prediction Princess deck you will ever see in your life. Ever in your life. I'm telling you, bro. Oh my god. This, I actually played it in my other list. It's so freaking good. I was mad at myself for not playing this before. But actually, I had the 3 in my Herald of Perfection list. I actually picked up 2 extra copies of it at DNA on, I think, Sunday. So that was the main reason, because I didn't want to take it out of my Herald of Perfection deck. But the other deck list I took it out just for the deck profile, put it back in my Heralds. But now I have 5 Ritual Sanctuaries, which I'm happy. So I can actually play this in this list. The Meltdown, both these field spells are hard once per turns, which is kind of sad. Like Ritual Sanctuaries, both effects are hard once per turn, and the second effect would only come up if you have enough spells to summon Terra Tray back from your grave, which it does come up, but you have to extend so far to get there. You would have to play a lot of spells, but nonetheless, it's still there. It's relevant. But the main part is to search, because the only way you have to search your combo pieces for Terra Tray is to either draw into them or off of your pre-prep. And of course, once you make your first Terra Tray, Prediction Ritual will get you there, but it's nice to have that additional combo piece and enabler to get you where you need to be, which is the end term and result, which we could just say the end goal of this deck is to summon Terra Tray. She's like the main way this deck's gonna win, because she speeds everything up. It's flip effects, it seems to be a little slow. You want Terra Tray or you want Behemoth Fiendess. I freaking love this card. Oh my god. Behemoth Fiendess is broken. I don't care what anybody says. And I didn't have space for 3. I wish I did, but I'm playing 2 copies of Optimus Prime. So we have a lot of consistency with this deck. Like, this is what I like. This deck is so consistent now. It already was in the past. I didn't have issues with brick hands or anything like that. But now the deck's a lot faster, because in addition to the preps and the lures, we're playing the Meltdown now. We're playing the Ritual Sanctuary, which I call Las Vegas. We're playing the Optimus Primes. We're playing 2 copies of Secrets and 2 copies of Knowledge. This is way too live in this deck because Shaddolls are all spellcasters. And the cool thing is, when you activate your Knowledge, because if I'm not mistaken, yes, sending the spellcaster you control is not a cost. I had to double check that so that nobody would try to say, oh bro, it's a cost, you can't do it. Yes, you can. So you can normal summon a hedgehog, you can activate knowledge, send it to the grave, draw 2 cards, and get its effect to search, and that becomes a +2. You can normal summon your Squamata or your Falco or your Shaddoll Dragon, send them to the grave to draw 2, and then get their other effects off. Oh my god. Knowledge is just lit in this deck. It's so freaking lit. It's good. It's so good. And of course, Alistair's in a target. You know, you play Alistair, you play the Invoked stuff. So what I'm saying is this card's so live. This is why I really wanted to do 3/3 and then 2 blue boys so badly. But I actually chose to play 2 Desires in this list. Because I wanted additional extenders that were +1s, but I didn't want to play multiples of hard ones per turns. So instead of playing 3 Secrets, 3 Knowledge that are all hard ones per turns, I wanted to have a little bit more versatile, a little bit more versatility, and also basically have the same similar effect of +1s in the form of 2 Pot of Desires. I felt that this was a little bit more comfortable for me because although these are all hard ones per turns, it's a lot better to play the 2 pots versus 3 knowledge and 3 secrets because you can only activate them once per turn. And it's nice to draw into this to continue extending your plays so you can make the most broken field possible. That's what this deck's goal is to try to do, is just try to make unbreakable boards of boss monsters. And if not, oh my god, it just can go off. Like, it just goes off with Pot of the Forbidden. Pot of the Forbidden is like every banned list effect in one. It's so stupid. And then for my summoning cards, we play 3 Prediction Ritual. I actually had to cut my Shaddoll Fusion. I had to cut Hedgehog. I had to cut 1 Spirit of the Shaddoll Fusion Core. I used to use this to make Calamities because it's a level 9. Like, you see all these cards? Look at all these cards. These were all cards that couldn't make it to my list in order for me to find space for all the cards I wanted. So Shaddoll Fusion was one of them. You recycle it and you search it. And with Behemoth Fiendish here now, you're able to get to Shaddoll Fusion faster. Basically, by making Behemoth Fiendish, you will be able to get your fusion out because you'll be able to get your Hedgehog onto the field and flip it. If you have it in hand, of course. But either way, Behemoth Fiendish enables you to extend your plays to get there. If you use her effect to mill, you can even just search for Shaddoll by dumping Hedgehog, getting his graveyard effect. Or you can use this other effect to special summon the Hedgehog from hand, face down, then flip it with Terror Tray, or just wait and then search your Shaddoll Fusion. This also searches flip effects. I thought that was freaking stupid. This card's insane, dude. Oh my god, this deck is like mad consistent. This is also a +1 when you're going second. If they have an extra deck monster, you play this dumping your Hedgehog and your Beast, and you get a +1. I think of it as a +2 because it's a free window. Or if you're going second, you play this, you dump your Pot of the Forbidden, which is your Earth, and another Shaddoll, just any Shaddoll that will generate advantage, so this pays for itself. So you could say Hedgehog, Beast, or Squamata, and then this replaces itself. So you have 5 or 6 cards in hand still, and then you get a free Shiki-Naga to deal with the firewalls. So anything you play after that, Shiki-Naga can chain to firewall and destroy it. So it's pretty nice. This is like one of the best going second cards. One could argue and say you play it at 3. You really should if you have the space. I would if I had the space, but I don't. 1 El Shaddoll Fusion and 1 Invocation to sum up the main deck. No traps. The one trap I would fit in is Shaddoll Core because it combos off very well. It enables me to make Calamities in extension to my plays. And it also is a free level 9 on field. And we play like more spells than we do monsters. I think it's actually like 21 monsters and 24 spells. It's a 45 card deck, dude. It was so much cards I wanted to run. I was like, screw 40 cards. There's so much draw power. Let's just do 45. The extra deck is 2 Subterror Behemoth Fiendish. Oh my god. I want to read this card to you guys because a lot of people said this is stupid. And I'm playing this card in my Subterror Prediction Princess deck as well. Stay tuned for an update on that because that deck actually got a power boost. So this card gains attack equal to the combined level of Subterror monsters used for a Link Summon times 100. So if I'm playing this in Subterrors, you can make it pretty freaking huge. But we're playing this just so we can have extra monster zones. Remember, in the past, my Prediction Princess Shaddolls never ever played Links because I felt like if I was going to play Links, I only wanted to play this card. And so I basically waited for this card. So I learned how to play my deck without Links, which actually made me a bit more seasoned with it. But basically, we'll continue with the effect. So during your main phase, you can send 1 flip monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you do, special summon 1 monster from your hand and face down defense. You can special Blue Boy, you can special summon Alistair, or any of the Shaddolls. And you can special summon Core Norma, and they all get their effects nonetheless. So you basically get to search a Shaddoll, or basically trigger a Shaddoll effect, and special summon from your hand. So it can be a break even, but not a plus, but you'll still break even. you'll still break even because the card you special summon for your hand, in terms of card economy, you would be at 4 or whatever you were at, but then the hedgehog or the beast that you send will replace that card, which is pretty nice. It's a great extension, and also recovery play. And then its other effect is once per turn, if a monster this card points to is flip face up, add 1 flip monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. When you're running low on your Shaddolls and Falco isn't enough to get you there, this card can extend you so far to the point where you can synchro summon for your Black Rose and clear the field, dude. Oh my god, this card is just stupid. It doesn't even make sense. Like, this card is broken. I love all of its effects. It's just like, think of the Burning Abyss monster, the Burning Abyss Link monster. This does what Shaddolls this does what that Burning Abyss Link monster does for Shaddolls. Because the Burning Abyss Link monster actually foolish barriers Burning Abyss from deck to grave. This does the same thing for Shaddolls. It's like, we don't even need a Shaddoll Link monster because this is exactly what they needed anyways. This is just perfect. This is like generic for Subterrors, Shaddolls, for Crawlers. Crawlers would actually be able to use this, so this is a nice nice Link monster to play in your Crawler list, because I'm gonna do a Crawler deck profile pretty soon. And then it's so broken in Shaddolls. Like I was saying, oh my god, this is like the best card right now. I love it. And we're actually playing 2 Calamities because it's so easy to make. It's way too easy to make in this deck. Boguska, hello. 2 Mechaba, 3 comes up, but extra deck is so tight. And you're using Mechaba mostly sometimes to just extend into Calamities. And if not, you just have them there for his effect. 1 Raijin and 1 Kaliga. You actually don't make too many Invoked fusions. You're mainly using your Invocation actually for your Shaddoll plays. Because with the new addition to Behemoth Phoenix, you're actually able to fusion summon more than once. Because the thing with Shaddolls is, in order to fusion summon for a Shaddoll more than once, you have to have El Shaddoll and regular Shaddoll fusion, which is very hard to do so. So instead, you can use 1 Shaddoll fusion, and you can make, for example, Winda, and then you can use Invocation to make, for example, Shikinaga, and you'll have a nice setup. And it's a pretty strong field. That's pretty strong to me. And if not, you can just make an Invoke fusion next to it. For example, like Winda Mechaba. Winda Mechaba is insane. If you're able to make Terra Tray first and then drop Winda Mechaba, oh my god. Dude, that is a freaking powerful field. But anyways, we're just playing 4 Invoke fusions. I wish I could play more. I do have all of them. You guys know I have every single Invoke fusion, but the extra deck is so tight. 3 Winda is a mandatory must-have staple. Winda kills Spirals. She kills Spirals. There's nothing they can do to get over this card. They can, like, at bare minimum, normal, I think, like, normal quick fix, pray they call it right by special summoning Super Agent, and then search the utility wire off of quick fix. This forces them to play so far behind, and they have to open up that correct way. That's, like, the only way they're going to out this card. They can't, like, special Sleeper. They have to special summon just to get the cards they need engraved for Sleeper, unless they want to go triple terraforming, 3 resorts. Let's try to get Sleeper out. No, fam, it's not happening. 1 Shikinaga. I really wanted to play Anoyatilis because Anoyatilis says Big Red can't special from grave. Anoyatilis is really strong in this format. I like it. But it was so tight. And then she's a level 9. You can go into Calamities. Oh, I really wish I could. 1 Black Rose and 1 Coral Dragon. Synchro Summoning comes up a lot in this deck because you play Falco and you can special Falco. You can add Falco. This deck is freaking broken. Oh my god. I'm so excited for this deck. Thank you guys so much for watching this deck profile. Be safe. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Carthage must be destroyed. And you guys will definitely finally see me duel with this deck. Now that I've got it where like, you have no idea. I've been waiting like almost 3 years to get this deck to be where I want it to be at now. To be as consistent as it is right now. This has been a long time. It's literally been, I think, 3 years now. Like, it's been that long since I've been playing Prediction Princess Shaddolls. It's changed so much. It's literally went through 28 different, no, I'm sorry, 29. This is variation number 29. Similar to my Herald of Perfection deck, I do a lot of different builds on this. This is actually the 29th different build. Herald, I have 46. But nonetheless, like, I've done this deck 29 different ways, which is pretty crazy to me. Like, I don't even know what, like, other builds on YouTube can, you know, or what other channels on YouTube can literally do this deck 29 different ways. But this deck is so good. Oh my god, I'm so happy about it. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. God bless.